why don't I go to MotoVlogger meetups? I get asked this question quite a bit, especially when one's about to come up. And I wish I could say the answer is simple, like, oh, I don't like to travel, I don't get vacation time. Well, that's not really the point, because I get way too much vacation time at work. So here's the problem, is MotoVlogger meetups can be great, and they can be fun, and they can be a blast. And I know some people will say, well, you go to the Tampa MotoVlogger meetup. Well, that's not really the case, because I've been hosting this Tampa MotoVlogger meetup for like 4 years now. And when it started, it was more like, it wasn't even a MotoVlogger meetup. It was just like local riders. I would like send out invites and get local riders to join. And it eventually evolved into MotoVlogger started coming too, so we just named it, you know, MotoVlogger meetup, whatever. So, but I would say at least a third of the people that show up to the Tampa MotoVlogger meetup are like close friends of mine. So like usually there's like 40-50 people. I'd say at least like 15 of them I know, like I'm friends with. So here's the problem with the bigger MotoVlogger meetups. Like you got 400, 500, 600 people riding, and you don't know these people, you don't know even like a handful of these people, and you go out to it, and group rides can be hectic as hell, man. They can be stressful, and almost every single MotoVlogger meetup that I've heard about, somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's wrecking. If it's not one person, it's multiple people. And it sucks, you know? And not many people say shit about it until, like, you know, Atlanta happened. And that was like some of the MotoVloggers' friends. So then it was a big deal, okay? Other MotoVlogger meetups, people have wrecked. Nobody says anything about it, really. They might show the video of them wrecking. But it never, like, comes down to the determining factor that I'm not going back, because, well, you didn't know them, so it doesn't really bother you too much. And I'm not saying this in like an asshole way, but it's just, now it hits home, because people are like, hey, that's my fucking friend that wrecked, you know, regardless of whose fault it was. I don't care. I mean, I wasn't there, so I really don't have any say in it. I saw the video and no comment. You know, there's usually, when there's a wreck happening, it's more than one person's fault. So I'm not pointing the blame on anybody specifically. Well, yeah, so yeah, anyways, so MotoVlogger meetups can be fun. They can be fun, and you can meet a lot of cool people. And I've met, like, a lot of people I ride with, I've met through YouTube, which is awesome. And a lot of people I've met through YouTube, I would never fucking ride with again, because they're completely inconsiderate. They have no group riding etiquette, and it just sucks, you know? Because, like, right now, I know everybody that's riding here. There's only 4 people. This is, like, usually my weekend crowd, if not maybe a couple extra people. But, yeah, I know everybody here. I know how they ride. I know their skill levels. And I know none of them are pushing themselves past where they're comfortable with. Which, when you go to a MotoVlogger meetup, a lot of people are trying to show off, or they're, you know, they might be following a faster rider, and they want to try to keep up. They don't want to slow people down, so they push themselves. They try to go faster than they're comfortable with, which, you know, it's more like an ego thing. Like, if you're not fast, stay in the back of the group, okay? I've always said that. And since I've been hosting group rides, I mean, I wouldn't even call it hosting. It's just like a bunch of friends here that get together and we ride together. So, but, yeah, everybody knows how each other rides, and everybody's comfortable with each other, and everybody knows, like, okay, I do fucking wheelies a lot. I don't really do them to show off, though, because if I were by myself, I'd still be wheeling. Which one's gonna be faster, the van or the Jeep? Or what is that? Oh, it's a rodeo, I think. I always do that. Like, you go to a red light, and you always try to pick the faster car so you can get out in front ahead. It doesn't always work out like that. So yeah. Anyway, way off topic. So yeah, motovlogger meetups, they can be fun, but people push themselves further than what they're comfortable with, and you have people trying to show off. And I'm not gonna point any fingers, but at the last Tampa motovlogger meetup last year, we had one guy who, I don't care if you can wheelie. I mean, if you can wheelie, that's awesome. Like, congrats, okay? But if you suck at wheelies and you can't hold them out and you're very sketchy doing them, don't do them in a group ride. It's like the worst place possible to do that. It's just retarded, okay? So yeah, we had one guy that like kept trying to wheelie, and like he would wheelie, like Heather's in front of me and Lewis. So like he would try to wheelie like right now. And me, I wouldn't try to wheelie right now, because first of all, there's cars in front of them, and if I even do wheelie, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of speed to begin with, so I'm gonna end up probably having to put it down, or I'm gonna run into one of them like right off the bat. Well, this guy would be like this far behind people and trying to wheelie at like 90 miles an hour, and it was kind of ridiculous. I mean, it put a lot of people in danger. He almost hit a few people, and people were getting very, very mad. I mean, people were like at the point where they wanted to fucking kick this guy's ass, but nobody did because they didn't want to start any shit. Unfortunately, that's what happens at motovlogger meetups. People try to show off, and you know, if you're skilled and you can wheelie and you can ride fast, that's cool. Stay in the front or get off to the side lane, like in this lane, to do wheelies. Don't do wheelies behind people, ever. It's so stupid. Like, you're gonna crash or you're gonna put somebody else's life in danger. Don't do it. So yeah, motovlogger meetups, they can be fun, but they can be hectic, and this is the reason I don't go to them, because somebody always crashes, and it's just a matter of time before it's you. I mean, it's just plain and simple. I mean, how many actual motovloggers have wrecked at the motovlogger meetup? I don't really know, because if they did, they probably wouldn't even post anything about it. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. The only stuff that goes online is the stuff that makes you look cool. Sorry, that's just the way it is. But yeah, so yeah, motovlogger meetups, this is why I don't go. They are very, to me, it's not even fun, really. I mean, it's cool, you know, like to meet people and this and that, but I have like my own group of local riders that I really enjoy riding with, and I trust them all 100%. So when you go to these motovlogger meetups, you gotta ride with people that you have no clue like what their skill level is and this and that, and it really puts a damper on how you ride, and how much fun you can have. Because what if you got like some guy in front of you that's super fucking fast, like knee dragging, like he's a track rider, and then you got somebody right behind him that's on like, say, a Ninja 300, and he's just like a brand new rider. He's, you know, he's still getting familiar with the bike. And this is the problem, is people make fun of people like that, like, oh, you're slow, look at your chicken strips. It's so fucking futile. It's just so stupid. Because the thing is we all started somewhere. I mean, look at fucking Valentino Rossi. Okay, the guy is amazing, and he rides the bike like, I mean, he makes it look like effortless, you know? But he started somewhere too, you know? At one point, he couldn't even ride a bicycle, I'm sure. So this is the problem, is people get to that point and they're like, oh yeah, you suck at riding, you can't ride, look at your chicken strips. Like, okay, look here, tough guy, you once had fucking 5-inch chicken strips, and so did I. Okay, it's just a process of learning how to ride, and people will push you, especially at meetups. People will push you, and you will feel pushed because you're trying to ride with these people that are way faster than you are. So it's just, to me, it's not really that enjoyable. And I'm not going to travel, you know, I get a lot of vacation time. I get like 3 months off a year nearly, and I'm really not into wasting my time off just to go ride some ride that's not really that enjoyable for me. Like, personally, me, I'd rather take my time and go to somewhere that's like fun to ride, and I'm not gonna ride around in the city, that's for sure. Like, I never ride the city, ever. I hate stoplights. I mean, the stoplights out here too, but it's not the same. So yeah, this is pretty much why I don't go to MotoVlogger meetups. And a lot of people have wondered, like, how come you don't go here and here? And you know, like, Georgia is really not even that far from me. It's probably 6 hours roughly. But it's just, you know, and there's good people there, you know, there are. And I'm not trying to make it seem like it's a bad thing going to these meetups, but to me it's just not worth it. You know, if people want to ride with me that bad, which I don't ever think that's going to be the case, I don't really think I have any fanboys. Like, oh my god, it's all the wind, I have to ride with you, I'll fly across the world. It's just, I don't ever want that, you know. I just make these videos because it's fun for me, and I started making these videos, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just been like a fun experience for me, and it's just blossomed into what it is now. And, like, you know, it's cool, it really is, it's cool. And I like talking to other motovloggers and this and that, but I have a life too that I have to concern myself with. And, you know, it's just, it's not really something I like feel like I enjoy that much. You know, I do the Tampa MotoVlogger meetups just because I have been for a while, but like I said, it's like a catch-22, because, you know, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it at the same time. So if this offends anybody, I'm really sorry. No, I'm really not. I'm really not one of those people that put videos out there for, like, to, like, impress other people as I'm wheeling and chasing the shit out of that. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna, like, cut this short because this video is way too long for me in the beginning. Yeah, now I'm mumbling and stuttering, and my true self is coming out. Alright, I will see you guys later. Local Okra. Peace. Till the next one.